Hi guys, this is George back here with another vlog, and today I'm here at Walibi Holland in the Netherlands. I'm so excited to be back at this park for my first visit in nearly 5 years. It has been so long since I was last here, and they've got some fantastic rides here, and as well as that, there is a lot of stuff that has been added since my last visit, including their 2 brand new roller coasters for this year, Yoi, the 2 single rail coasters by RMC, which I'm really looking forward to getting back on. As well as that, I can't wait to get back on one of my favourite roller coasters, which is Untamed, the RMC hybrid coaster. Goliath as well was absolutely amazing last time. There's a few other credits for me to get around the park as well. There's a junior coaster that opened since I was last here, and there's also a couple of coasters here that I didn't get to ride last time because there just wasn't time. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. I can't wait to get back in, get on some amazing rides. So I'm inside the park now, and I'm going to start off by heading to Yoi, the 2 new coasters. I can't wait to get on these. I absolutely love the RMC single rail coasters. I did the one at Six Flags Magic Mountain last year that was fantastic, apart from the restraints on there. However, I'm not sure how busy it's going to be yet. I have looked on the app, the queue times, but it doesn't seem to be loading at the moment. So I'm going to head over there, see what the queue's like. If it's busy, then I might go to Goliath first. Or if not, then I'll hopefully get on Yoi first, because yeah, I am really excited for that, but at the same time, Goliath is right next to it, and if that's going to be quiet, I might as well do this strategically, get on some of the more quiet rides, and see how much I can get done. If worst comes to worst, I can buy some express passes. Fast track here does seem to be pretty cheap actually, like Goliath is like €5 for a one shot on there, on Yoi is like €9 for one, so to be fair, that's pretty cheap. So if it does get busy, then I'll happily buy a few fast tracks today. Here we go then, so I've arrived at Yoi. Here's my first look at it. Oh, it looks brilliant. I can't wait to ride this. So you've got the thrill side, which is the green, and the chill side, which is the blue. Very different. It's nice that they're combining like a family thrill coaster with a thrill coaster. I like that. Plus this is the first like family thrill RMC single rail coaster, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. It still looks pretty aggressive for a family coaster. But yeah, I can't wait to ride this. So I've arrived at the entrance. I'm going to go for the thrill side first. There goes Goliath. And here comes Yoi. Operations look really good on here. As soon as one train gets into the brake run, then the next ones are going around the circuit. There he goes. Oh yes, can't wait for this. So I've been queuing about half an hour so far. And I really like with this queue how you can get some really nice views of Goliath as well, because last time I was here, you couldn't really see the ride from inside the park. If you wanted to get good views of this coaster, you had to go out into the car park. But now with this ride, you can get some really nice views of it. Operations have been really good as well. You've got the single rider queue over there, but I went in the main queue because it looked there were quite a lot of people in single rider, and this main queue moves quite fast. So I thought I'd just go in this one. I thought it'd be a bit quicker. It's got one of those continuously moving stations on here, so the train doesn't stop in the station, you just get on while it moves slowly. It just goes through the station really slowly and you get on while it's moving. Obviously they can stop it if they need to. They did need to earlier. They stopped the green side and the blue side dispatched, but the green side didn't. Oh, here we go, we got it now. So literally you can see the blue side's going, the green side hasn't yet, so they obviously had to stop that for a little bit to get someone on or assist someone. And now what they do is they make sure that the blue side slows down so the green side can catch up, so you still get a dueling ride, which is really good that they do that. So even if one is a bit slower getting loaded up, you'll still get a dueling ride, which is fantastic. Not too much further to go now, just up the steps really. Really looking forward to this. so close to getting on, but it's just gone down. So they're currently cycling the blue side, but the green side isn't going around because it's gone down. So yeah, great timing. Hopefully it won't be too long of a delay because literally I'm literally on one of the next few trains. So I've now experienced both sides of Yoi, including the breakdown on the green side. It was about an hour and 10 minutes for that one. And then for the chill side, I queued probably about half an hour maybe, which is pretty good. They're both really fun rides. So I got the front row on both of them, and I really enjoyed them both. So let's start by talking about the thrill one. So the thrill one, of course, you've got the inversions on there. 6 inversions, all of them were really good fun. That one tends to focus more on the inversion side of it, whereas the chill one is more about airtime and S-bends kind of thing. But the first drop on the thrill one was really good fun. As well as that, I really like the final inversion that they call the DNA loop, because it looks like a loop of DNA with the 2 tracks weaving above and beyond underneath each other. I really like that inversion. It's noisy, but yeah, it was really good fun. There were some good whippy transitions on there. The restraints didn't hurt too much as well, because with that one, it's definitely not as aggressive as Wonder Woman at Six Flags Magic Mountain. With that one, the airtime on it was so incredible, and it was so fast going around the layout, but it did hurt on the shoulders. With this one, it's not as bad because it's not as intense. To be fair, the thrill one, I'd still possibly even consider it like a family thrill coaster. As much as it's got the inversions, it wasn't an insane coaster. It was lovely and smooth, some great inversions, some nice hang time on there. But then the chill side, there's a couple airtime moments on there. The green side, not a lot of airtime. I mean, maybe because I was at the front instead of the back, maybe at the back it will be better. But on the chill side, on the first drop, I got a little bit of airtime. On the back row, that first drop would be insane for the airtime. There was another airtime hill on there, which was really good as well. I got a nice pop of airtime. Hello. That would be brilliant in the back row as well. But overall, I did really enjoy them. I was expecting the thrill side to be more intense than it was. However, I am glad that my shoulders haven't taken a beating on there like they did on the one at Magic Mountain. But yeah, it was really good fun. Hopefully I'll ride it again later. If it stays, the queue stays as it is now, I probably won't, or maybe I'll buy a fast track for it. It's only €9 for a fast track, so maybe I'll get a fast track to do that again. But overall, first impressions, I did really enjoy them both. So whilst I was in the queue for Yoi, the Goliath went down for quite a while. It's testing now, so hopefully it's about to reopen. Ride availability seems really bad so far here today. I didn't realise I was coming to a Merlin park today with ride availability. Condor went down for a bit, but that's back open now. That was only down for about 10 minutes. But hopefully Goliath is going to reopen because I'm literally right next to it. So my plan was to do both of those, get on Goliath, then do the new junior coaster, and then go to Untamed. So hopefully Goliath is going to reopen because I'm literally right next to it, so hopefully it'll reopen. I can get on that and I can stick with my plan, and then I might go to maybe Condor or go and do Untamed. So I've bailed on Goliath for now. It's still testing, however. There's a lot I want to get done here today, and I might as well get some of these other rides done. And with ride availability not being great, I might as well just get on any open ride I can while it's open. So Condor's just reopened. It went down for a little bit, probably about 10 minutes, then it reopened, and then it went down again, and now it's back open again, and apparently it's on a 5-minute queue. I've heard a lot about this ride. It's the original Vekoma SLC that opened in 1994, yes, so the year that in the UK we got Nemesis, the big one, and Shockwave. They got a Vekoma SLC, and apparently this ride is absolutely terrible. I didn't get to ride it last time, and last time I was here as well, it had different trains. Since I was last here, they've added new trains to it with vest restraints rather than massive, bulky over-the-shoulder restraints. So yeah, hopefully that is going to improve the experience, although a lot of people say it's still absolutely terrible. So let's go for a ride and see how it is. So the queue for Condor pretty long. It's about half an hour. Don't fancy waiting that long for an SLC. Goliath has just opened and it's on a 5-minute queue, so I'm going to go for that. I may buy some fast tracks later as well. I've been looking at the 4-shot fast tracks, which is like €17, and that gets you fast track for 4 of the big attractions. I've already bought a single one for Untamed, which was €5. However, yeah, I might get the 4-shot one as well, because then I can use that for Condor. Also, I could possibly use that for Express Platform 13, which has been pretty busy today. And then also, maybe use it for Lost Gravity as well, because that's currently advertised at 30, and then maybe even another one on Untamed or something, because that's pretty busy today so far. That's definitely the busiest ride so far. I'm pretty sure that's had an even bigger queue than Yoy did, and that's the new ride. But yeah, I'm going to go around to Goliath now and go for a ride on there. It was great to get back on Goliath there, a fantastic Intamin mega coaster. It opened in 2002. It's a very iconic ride. It is brilliant. There is some amazing airtime on there, lovely, comfortable trains. You've got just a lap bar on there, very small, a very low size to the train as well. You feel so free. The size is pretty much non-existent. They're quite difficult to get into for tall people, but once you're sat down, you pull your lap bar down. Really, really comfortable. It's just a normal Intamin T-bar on there. Really, really enjoyable. Some great airtime, especially towards the end. There's like 3 airtime hills right by the end that give you some really good airtime. I was in the middle of the train as well, towards the back. That would be insane. So hopefully I'll get a back row ride on it later. I went in the single rider queue. That's the good thing here at Walibi Holland. They have lots of single rider queues. I did look at the one for Condor, however it was closed, so that's why I ended up in the main queue for that, but obviously I haven't been on it yet because I bailed. But yeah, so it's good that they do have those single rider queues. I'm going to go for a ride on Eat My Dust now, which is this small junior coaster. This opened a couple years ago, and it's another credit for me to get. It opened since my last visit, so let's go and get the cred. Here we go. It's quite well themed. I like the train. The train looks fantastic. It looks lovely and smooth as well. Very odd name though. Oh, here you go. You got the layout for it on there. Like all the number plates and stuff as well. Yeah, they've done a nice job with this. So I walked straight on to Eat My Dust there, and it was a good junior coaster. Really, really good fun actually. Beautifully smooth, loads of space in the train. Even if you're tall, you're not gonna have any problems getting in there. The lap bar was nice and comfortable. Of course, a lot of the time, like with these junior coasters, they make the trains really small. And a lot of people are like, well, it's aimed for kids. Of course the train's gonna be small, but think about it this way. If you're a parent and your kid's going on, chances are you're gonna be going on it with your kid. So if it's not comfortable for adults, then therefore it's not gonna be very enjoyable. So therefore it's not like you're going to want to go on it again. It's like the kid might come up and go like, I want to go again, and then the parents are like, no, I can fit on it. But like, yeah, it's, whenever, I remember I've done some junior coasters where the trains have been so small and I've tried to get in, or like other people have been doing it, and I've watched their reviews of them and it's like, I could barely fit on it. Yeah, it's not aimed at you, it's aimed for children. Yeah, what if you're a parent going on it and you're tall? Just because you're not a child, it doesn't mean you're not going to ride it. And also, you might be desperate for the credit, like all of us coaster enthusiasts. So, but there we go. It was a good fun ride, that. A really nice junior coaster. I'm going into the wilderness section of the park now to get back on Untamed, an RMC hybrid coaster that opened in 2019, and I can't wait to get back on this. This is one of my favourite roller coasters out there. It's an incredible ride. I can't wait to get back on it. So I've had 3 rides on Untamed in the space of about half an hour, and it was so good to get back on there. One of my favourite roller coasters in the world. It's absolutely incredible. It reminds me of a bit of a mini Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. So Steel Vengeance is my favourite roller coaster. That's pretty much a mini version of it. It's not the longest of rides, however, it is amazing. Every element on there is so good. The airtime on there is wild. It's such an aggressive ride. Some brilliant inversions on there. The first drop is great. The only thing on there that I don't enjoy is the restraints. However, that's not a problem with just this ride. That's an RMC in general problem. But it's a great ride. The airtime on there, amazing. It's still one of my favourite roller coasters, and I'm really glad that I've had 3 rides on it. Yeah, I used my fast track for the first ride, and then I went up the single rider queue for the next 2 rides. So yeah, that was really good. Hopefully I'll get some more rides on that later. I am gonna go to some other rides for now, although I really want to just go back in the queue and get on it again. But there are other rides I want to go on. There's still a couple of credits for me to get, and some other rides that I'd like to go on as well. So I think now I'm gonna go for a ride on the big wheel, because I went on this last time and the views from up there were absolutely amazing, so I really want to go on there. And then I think also I'm going to go on Express Platform 13. That's got an indoor queue, which will be appreciated right now because it has just started raining. So yeah, I might go for a ride on that. And last time I looked on the app, it was advertised half an hour as well, and that tends to be one that has one of the biggest queues in this park. It's been like 45 minutes pretty much all day, so if it's gone down to half an hour, then hopefully it will be a bit quieter, or I'll just use the single rider line. There'll probably be a single rider queue. So there was no single rider for Express Platform 13, so I went in the main queue, which was advertised half an hour, but then I got to a point where it said 45 minutes from this point. There was a sign that said that, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get a fast track. So it was €5 for the fast track, so I got that, and I went down the fast track queue, and that was a really well themed queue. So I've seen photos and videos of the main queue that looks absolutely brilliant. The theming in there is amazing, but normally you get the themed experiences or like pre-shows and stuff like that only if you go in the main queue. If you're going like single rider or fast track or anything, it normally just skips past that because it's like maybe they don't have enough space to integrate it, or they just put it through and go a different route. But I'm really glad I went on the fast track, because it was really scary going through that fast track queue. I was literally on my own going through there. It was like pitch black pretty much in some sections. There's some sections where the floor's slanted and you don't know where you're going. It felt like a maze. The theming in there was really good. There was sound effects. It was like walking through a scare maze in there. To be honest, stick a couple of actors in there and I would have been quite satisfied paying €5 for a little mini scare maze. That was really eerie going through there on your own. Of course, the main queue does look really well themed, and I'd love to see that at some point. But I don't really want to be waiting 45 minutes for that ride when there's lots of other rides that I could be going on. And to be honest, the ride itself, it's nothing really special, to be honest. It's all right. It's a clone of Rock and Roller Coaster at the Disney parks. Well, I say Rock and Roller Coaster, it's not really Rock and Roller Coaster anymore, is it? The one at Disneyland Paris is Flight Force now, and the one at Hollywood Studios is turning into a Muppets themed coaster. So yeah, but it's the same layout as those. It's all right. It was a little bit rough in places. I wish it was a full indoor coaster. You literally launch out just into the daylight, like put it as an indoor coaster and have it with that amazing theming from in the queue. It's like, because you go back in and there's a big like train carriage at the side, and it's a really well themed queue line. I don't understand why they wouldn't extend that into like the ride itself. Just put that ride in a show building, put all your theming around it like it is in the queue, and that would be a really good indoor coaster. But yeah, the coaster itself was all right. But yeah, the fast track queue was so fun walking through that on my own. It was really eerie. I'd love to see the main queue at some point. But yeah, obviously you're not going to be going through there on your own, because that's the main queue. There's a lot more people in there. But like seeing the theming in there, I'd love to see it in person. Here we go then. So I'm back here at Condor now. The main queue is advertised at 15 minutes according to the app. I'm going to look at the single rider to see if it's still open or not, or to see if it's still closed. Hopefully it won't be, because then I can use it. But if not, at least it's only 15 minutes now. Yeah, this is way shorter than it was earlier. There it goes. Is this going to be rough? Yeah, there's still a chain across there. So where does this? Yeah, well, I'll go use the main queue just because I think it does look like that's closed. So here we go. I'll see you after the ride. Is it going to be as bad as everyone says it is?
Ja, damit.
So I've just had a ride on the original Vekoma SLC. I've finally done it. I can now review it myself without going off of what other people have said. And it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So, I mean, let's talk a bit about the trains on there. So the new trains on there, you've got the vest restraints on there. There's nothing that comes up close to your ears. With the old Vekoma SLC trains, they had these big, bulky, over-the-shoulder restraints. Look at something like Infusion at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Those restraints are terrible. However, a few years ago, Walibi Holland did make the decision to put new trains on this ride, and I'm very glad they did. Because there's nothing that comes up to your ears now. It's like those big over-the-shoulder restraints, they come right up to your ears, so then it bashes your head about into the restraint. But with this, it's just a vest restraint, so that makes it a lot better. It is a very rough ride. To say that it's smooth, I would be lying. It is a very rough ride. However, those restraints really do save it, because if you had those old restraints on it, oh my God, that would be so painful. Like, literally, I could not. I'm so glad I didn't experience it with the old restraints, because I dread to think how painful that would be. Like, literally, there was a lot of shaking around on there. It was very, very rough. Luckily, because of the restraints, it wasn't particularly painful. There was a section where, I mean, it was really rough. My head was shaking about a bit, and I think I have got a little crick in my neck now, thanks to all of that shaking around. However, other than that, it wasn't painful. But if it had those old restraints, it would easily be the worst roller coaster I've ridden. Is it the worst roller coaster I've ridden? No. Is it anywhere near the top? Absolutely not. It's not a particularly fun ride. It's still very rough. However, I wouldn't say that it's awful. But there we go. I've done it. And now I'm gonna leave and go on something else. So yeah, I'm gonna go on the big wheel now, which is literally just behind me. So let's go and get some nice views. Here we go then, I'm on the big wheel now. Oh my God, look how high up we are already. This is only halfway to the top. Look at Yoi over there, that looks cool. Great views of that. Oh wow. And Goliath as well. Goliath's gone down again. Goliath's been down most of the day. It's been so unreliable today. Brilliant views. Got Untamed over there. Lost Gravity over there at the back. We'll get a better view of that once we go to the other side. Here we go, moving again. And it's just started to rain again, lovely. Here we are then at the top. There's Speed of Sound over there, the Vekoma Boomerang. Here we go, and we're stopping right at the top. Look at the views down there towards the entrance. And of course over there towards Untamed, literally this park is like in the middle of nowhere. Look, there's just fields around and wind turbines everywhere. There's the top spin down there. And Untamed, it looks amazing from up here. And in a minute we'll get some nice views of Lost Gravity. There we go, there's Lost Gravity, the original Mack Big Dipper coaster. That's going to be my next ride. Looking forward to getting back on there. So I've just come off the big wheel and now I'm going to go for a ride on Lost Gravity. The original Mack Big Dipper. It's a good ride this, I do like it. Looking forward to getting back on it, and it's got a single rider queue. So I've had 2 rides on Lost Gravity. Really good fun coaster. I'd forgotten how good it was last time I went on it. I thought it was pretty good. However, I didn't think it was anything special. However, that was way better than I remember. A great first drop on there. One of the best first drops on a coaster I've experienced, to be honest. Really enjoyable. There's some great elements on there. The airtime's fantastic. Really nice lap bars on there as well that Mac do. Nice and smooth as well. The first ride I was on the front row on one of the wing seats, and then the second ride I was on the back row in one of the middle seats. So yeah, really nice, really enjoyable rides both times. Great airtime, a couple of nice inversions on there, some nice hang time. It's a really enjoyable coaster. I'd forgotten how good it was. So I've just ended my day with 2 more rides on Untamed. The final one was in the front row, which was really good. I love that ride to bits. It is amazing. I've had 5 rides on there. Amazing. It's relentless from start to finish. I'm probably going to have bruises on my legs on there tomorrow, but it was more than worth it for that amazing airtime. Some great inversions on there. It's an action-packed ride from start to finish. Absolutely brilliant. As well as that, I got on loads of other rides today. It's been a great day. Of course, getting on Yoi, that was really good. I really enjoyed both sides of that. I got quite a few different credits today. Of course, 2 of them being the 2 sides of Yoi, a couple that I didn't go on last time, and another junior coaster. I've had a couple rides on Lost Gravity and got back on Goliath. Unfortunately, it wasn't open for much of the day, so I only got 1 ride on it. I didn't get on the Madhouse either. I would have liked to have got on the Madhouse, but that's been closed all day. But you know what? It could have been worse. It could have been Yoi. I could have got here and Yoi was closed or Untamed, and so that would have been worse. So I'm glad that I'd have rather that been shut than one of those coasters. But it's been a great day. I really enjoyed it here. It's a good fun park. It's a very kind of laid-back atmosphere. They've got some very different themes here at this park. Some of it does look a bit tacky, however, some of it is really nice. But no matter what, you're in for a very kind of carefree experience here. It's like you just come here to have fun, and that's exactly what today has been. It's been great. But that's now the end of this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly and follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye.